I don't have to justify to you who I talk to. You're not my boyfriend. Unless...
We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fair to say. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello, Aromas. This is Aromie here. Welcome back to Changeling. We're here. Marc's route. Marc waiting for us, I guess. I don't know. I didn't expect him. I was really suspecting Spencer, but okay. Marc, damn it, don't do that to me. And no, I was looking for my brother, not you. He isn't here. No one was in the club when I left the library, and there was no one nearby either. I looked around but couldn't find him. I see. Well, that's probably for the best. Who knows what he saw when he went in the club? If he's anything like you, I can only imagine that no matter what he saw, it'll end up being troublesome for everyone. Not for you, since you aren't my babysitter. You won't have to worry about it, will you? I brushed past him, heading for the stairs. Wow, I'm being so rude. He caught my arm as I passed. I tried to yank it away from him, but he held on tight. Let go! I apologize for yelling at you. Oh, really? Okay, good. Now let me go. Michiko, he sighed. What I said about not being your babysitter, I apologize for that as well. The suspicious music isn't helping the feels. I raised an eyebrow. I had the feeling he probably didn't apologize often, but that didn't mean I was just going to accept that. Wait, isn't he having a hard time socializing with people? He looks so cute. It isn't that I don't wish to help you or that I find it inconvenient. It's just frustrating that it feels as if you aren't being careful. Man, this is probably how Tyler feels about me all the time. He hates it when I drive because I'm just a bad driver, okay? I feel comfortable with my driving, but he does not as a passenger. I'm trying. I'm just not used to everything being dangerous now. Do you expect that? Because you're trying exempts you from being told to try harder. I didn't say that. He released my arm, looking away. When I heard you scream, He stopped, his expression troubled. Is he trying to say that he was worried about me? He cast a sidelong look my way. I was scared too. You're doing everything in your power to ensure I'm never able to take my eyes off you, aren't you? That's not my plan. When you say it that way, it sounds like some kind of nefarious plot. You're right. Perhaps I'm giving you too much credit. Hey! I understand if you're angry at me, but I did feel that I should take the time to... I held a hand up. I'm not angry. I mean, I was, but... I almost died, so of course I was gonna be angry because you didn't like me crying. I sighed. Sometimes I felt I should work on my inability to stay angry at people. Water under the bridge. I'll try to be more careful. And you can try to be less cranky about everything. And stop trying my patience at every available opportunity. He started to the stairs and I tagged along after him. I maintained that I'm not doing it on purpose. Then perhaps you should try harder to not do it unintentionally either. I went downstairs silently. I was busy thinking about the cloakroom spell. I had no idea what Marc was thinking about. For all I knew, he was just contently reading my mind. So I definitely wasn't going to give him the satisfaction of overhearing me think about him. The biggest question in my mind was what Spencer had seen in the clubroom and how it was going to come back to bite me in the backside. I had no doubt he'd either looked in or entered it trying to find me. If he wasn't a cryptic and he saw nothing, then that was fine. But what if he was? Worse yet, what if he was awakening? Who knows what he'd have seen in that piece? For the second morning in a row, I hadn't done any research, and with Spencer snooping around as he was, the need for answers was all the more pressing. That the day was just getting started. I was already feeling tired. Tired but determined. I had to get better at being a cryptic. And then class started. Everything that happened earlier faded behind the curtain of normalcy that came with class. The contrast was something a bit jarring. I could fall in a black hole between rooms one minute, and the next minute I was sitting in literature reading Shakespeare. At least it was a nice distraction. Or it would have been if my reading partner had been at all fun to read with. I just really hope that after this we move to a play Marc liked better, because he really hated A Midsummer's Night's Dream. Oh, Waffle, often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed these stones with lime and hair knit up in thee. Stones with lime? Who refers to their own lips as cherry lips? Ugh, just stop complaining and read. We're almost finished. Marc sighed. This is a play within a play. How much more ridiculous is this thing going to get? You know, it's because you have that attitude that you're doing so poorly in literature. I'm not doing so poorly. Poorly enough you need to be tutored by someone simple-minded. He grimaced. You haven't let that one go yet. Nope. And he glowered at me and leaned over his playbook. I see a voice. Now will I to the chink... How did he see her voice? Mark! Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisby's face. This spy? I don't know. He can see her voice and hear her face. Is he inebriated, perhaps? I glared at him. My love thou art, my love I think. She sounds awfully uncertain for someone who speaks to him like this every day. Mark seems like me when I'm talking about fucking movies. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? He smirked. Perhaps. You're such a pain in the butt. Miss Melody, riding the play, are we? I don't quite recall that line. He's being a pain. I pointed frantically at Mark. He had the most insufferable smug look on his face as Miss Roberts shook her finger at me and started away. Keep it up, you two, and I will gladly make you read it in front of the entire class. Fuck that. I ain't doing that. Diligently start reading again, tell him off most quietly. Punch Mark on the arm. Can I tell him off? Can I punch him in the arm? I waited until Miss Roberts turned her back before I punched Mark on the arm. That was your fault. Showing off how capable you are of harming someone, is it? Ugh. He was insufferable. I picked up my playbook. A smile was trying to creep its way onto my face, and I was having a really hard time keeping it off. Idiot. Michiko, wait up. What is it? Everything okay? You look kind of upset when you got to class. Not upset, just this morning I sort of almost died. I went to the library and forgot to knock, so I nearly died. What? Which I didn't know could happen. Thank you very much. She gave me a sheepish look. Sorry, I forgot to mention that, but seriously, what? Mark saved me. Michiko, you have got to start being careful. Believe me, I know. Mark saved me and yelled at me a lot, then Vilos yelled at me. Anyway, the whole reason it happened at all was because of my stupid brother who's stalking me around like a stupid grouper. Wait, what about Spencer? He followed me up to the club and I panicked, then the door thing, and then I talked to Vilos about him. He said he'd give us a few days to deal with Spencer on our own before he steps in. Us meaning you and me. Well, that at least is good news. Yeah, but we should come up with a plan fast. I feel like something just bit me on the lip and it's itchy. I don't think Spencer's going to give us a few days if he's already stalking me up to the club room. Let's plan to sit him down and talk to him this weekend then. Okay, maybe we can come up with a game plan later. Whatever we do, I don't want Mom and Dad to catch. Even the slightest hint that something's going on. Definitely, I don't want that either. Anyway, the bell's about to ring, so we have to... I know, I'll see you later then. Yeah, I'll try to be sure I make time for us to come up with a way to approach him. Quietly. Thanks. When I got to Trick, Spencer was already there. He didn't even look up at me, which wasn't a huge surprise. He seemed to prefer mentally living in a world where I didn't exist, except when he was stalking me, of course. I cast a sidelong look at him as I passed his desk. He was huddled over a book open in front of him. Whatever happened earlier, he was giving me no indication about it. That was for sure. I didn't know if that was good or bad. By the time study hall rolled around, I was really anticipating the final bell so I could find Allie and talk to her. Even if she had work, I was hoping she could at least spare a few minutes to talk about Spencer. I made it to the cafeteria early and plopped down, sprawling halfway on the table. It would be nice to skip this and just go straight up to the lab. I had missed 2 mornings of research. I really need to catch up. Michiko? Who is this? An unfamiliar torso, what the fuck, came into my field of vision. I straightened and peered up at it. God damn it, Adrian. I mean, this chapter is his chapter, technically. Oh, did you need something? I'm not bothering you, am I? You seemed a little distracted. I noticed you stayed out of arm's reach this time. I learned my lesson quickly. Anyway, can I talk to you for a moment? About the art exhibit and the pieces you were thinking of submitting. You never showed me this morning. Oh shit, right. I almost died. Didn't have time to think about that. Oh, unless you have something to study right now. I glanced around wondering where his usual group was. They weren't around. Suspicious. I just really didn't have the energy to get involved in vampire drama, especially with everything else going on. I had way more important things to worry about. I didn't know how to politely turn him down though, especially since he was on the exhibit committee and had a legitimate reason for asking. Well, if you want, I can show you now. He pulled up a chair and shot me a smile. Don't get your hopes up. I just brought a few small things, nothing that would easily fit in my backpack. I pulled my bag onto the table and pulled out a thin portfolio where I put some polished drawings and a couple of small canvas boards. I slid it across the table to him. He opened it, looking down curiously at the first painting. What are you doing? Oh! Hi, Mark! Adrian snapped the book shut and looked up at Mark, who was standing a few feet away with a frown on his face. We were just... Are you going to help me study for the exam? Oh, that's right. I forgot you had to help Mark with his sagging grades. Ouch. That's right, she does. We hadn't really made plans to do that this period. Not that I minded helping, but I wasn't thrilled with how he worded that. It's alright, I can finish looking at your work later. He pushed a book back toward me instead. See you around me, Chico. I raised an eyebrow as he left. Why did it feel more and more like I was getting drawn into an issue between them? Because you are. Mark sat down frowning at me. Yes? I was then worried I had become friends with him. Oh, we're not friends. We're like, friendly acquaintances. Well, we do have art together, and I've been asked to submit something for the art exhibit. And since he's helping with it, I shrugged. There was more to it, but Mark made it pretty clear he didn't want me prying into their issues, so I felt it might be wiser to play dumb regarding that. I see, are you aware of what he is? He pulled my portfolio closer, but I yanked it back and shoved it in my backpack. What are you trying to do? Look at my paintings? Mark frowned at me, but I ignored it. He didn't get to look without asking first. Elliot already told me, and Adrian confirmed it. I see you're careless as always. You literally just had a lesson on why you need to be more careful. This is totally different. It's not different. You know what he is, but you still talk to him so casually, as if nothing bad is ever going to come of it. Technically, what you just said about Adrian, I could also use against you, Mark. Technically. Yeah, I talk to you casually too, and Elliot. That is different. Oh. How? Mark was silent. He finally leaned in closer, lowering his voice. What? I have less animosity towards humans? I'm apparently not human if you haven't noticed. I leaned in closer to him. And I don't have to justify to you who I talk to. You're not my boyfriend. Unless... I told you to be careful. You never listened to me. Are we still whispering, by the way? Because I'm just gonna keep doing this, okay? I don't have to listen to you. If you recall, you made it very clear that you're not my babysitter. Ugh, this is stupid. Or this was so stupid. You know what? I have a free period next. I don't think she's whispering anymore. So I think I'm just going to go up to the club room. I shoved everything in my backpack and fled the cafeteria. If fairies were annoying, vampires were definitely way worse. I was getting sick of all this bickering. We clearly needed a break from being around each other or something. Okay, so this route, I'm cucking. I'm shutting everything off with Mark. And Chico, hey, wait up! Wait, Adrian, what the fuck? Were you waiting for me? Adrian again. He caught up easily and walked beside me for a minute without saying anything. I tried to quiet the urge to strangle him. Hey, are you and Mark dating? What the fuck? I don't have time to think about that. What? No! What the heck? We're just, we're just friends? Sort of? Well, I was using friend pretty loosely, but whatever. So he's been upgraded from an acquaintance to a friend. I said sort of. And why are the two of you so fixated on what wording I use for the other one? Both of us are? Yes, you both are. I glared at him and continued walking. When we reached the bottom of the stairs, I stopped and took a deep breath. Adrian? Yeah? Why are you doing this? Doing what? You never spoke a word to me until you saw me interacting with Mark. And now you talk to me every time you see me. He blinked in surprise. I get that there's some kind of tension between you and Mark, something to do with vampire society. I've seen how you and your friends treat him, and I don't really like it. But I just have way too much going on right now to be willing to be a part of whatever this drama is. I don't know if you're talking to me to upset him or if you think it'll make him jealous, but I have no intention of being used as a bullying tactic or whatever. And finally, look, Mark and I are really just study partners, friendly acquaintances, or whatever you want to call it. He's not going to get jealous if you talk to me. So what I'm saying is, you're being kind of obvious, and I really just want you to stop. Wow, that was blunt. Yep. I'm too annoyed to mince words. But that's what I like about you. You don't try to hide anything. You just put it all out there. I sighed. Urge to kill rising. You and Mark are really just study partners. Yes! Do you want to date Mark? Go ahead. Because my girl's mad at him right now, so go ahead. Yes! He's never tried to... Try to what? No, nothing. Forget it. Try to bite me? No. Mark really hasn't told you anything. I mean, about anything? First of all, anything about anything is infuriatingly vague. All this hinting at deep, dark, and angsty secrets is very vampire-like, but it's also super annoying, just so you know. Second of all, no, he hasn't. Whatever the fuck you're talking about. But anyway, I'm gonna save this part here. Yes, please. And this is where we're gonna end today's episode off. I'm slowly starting to feel my throat hurting real bad, but I don't care because I really want to play Mark's route. don't know where this is leading off to. I don't want to assume Adrian has feelings for us. I'm just deflecting it as he has feelings for Marc for shits and giggles. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
touch it, touch it, touch it.